Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here 9 a.m. That's what my clock says. Learn with Pat. We are glad that you are here in the training video, and we are excited. We're excited about building an online business. And I am going to share with you one little point today that is critical to your success online. And that point is you have to be focused on what your business is. So here's the situation, right? This is where people get lost. People get lost jumping from thing to thing to thing to business to business to business. If you're like me, you have 100 emails in your email box right now from some internet marketer. Go through your email. Everybody is trying to sell you something. And if you have expressed to anyone that you are interested in earning money online, I guarantee you're getting a dozen offers a day. How to do something quick, how to make the quick buck. Spend 5 minutes with my system and you will be rich, right? How many people? In the chat box, write to me, just drop me a note in the chat box and tell me if you ever got an offer like that. 5 minutes a day, you're gonna be rich, right? So this is what I want to tell you today. My mentor has told me if there was such a system that existed, he would know about it. He said, I've been looking for this system for 20 years. And he said, I haven't found it yet. So that is what I want to share with you today. Most people can't earn a nickel online. You know, the statistic is ridiculous. It's like 97+% of people never earn a penny online. They start out, they have good intentions, they hit it hard, they never turn it into a nickel. They spend, some people spend, you know, you can get a course for $7, right? You can get a course for $10. One of my mentors told me, he said, look, I am not going to share my multi-million-dollar business with you for $7, right? There's no way. What does that $7 get you? It gets you a report that agitates the pain that sells you on his more expensive $5,000 or $7,000 or $8,000 course, right? If you want the keys, if you really want the keys to the kingdom, you have to stick with a program. And I'm going to tell you something else too. All those dozens of programs that you get, most of them will actually work, but it's going to take you more than 5 minutes a day. You're going to have to really, really apply yourself and make it happen. You can't just spend 5 minutes a day and expect that you're going to develop that into a multi-million-dollar business. What I suggest you do is look at the process of how did you get to that guy's $7 course? How did you get to the place where you clicked on the buy button and got that guy's course? How did he get to you? When you bought the course, was there an upsell? What is he doing? Because I almost can guarantee you that the thing that he's selling you is not the thing that he is doing. So what I'm suggesting that you do is look at your offers today. Look at what's coming into you. All right, look at what's coming into your email today. Look at the different offers, but don't look at them as a consumer. Don't look at them, don't jump on the bait just to think you're going to get rich quick on a $7 program. But what I'd like you to do, spend this week reverse engineering. Maybe buy a $7 course, right? Maybe buy one and see where it takes you. See the funnel that the gentleman's created. Think about how you got to that course in the first place. Did you get an email? Did you see an offer on Facebook or some social media where you're cruising around? How did that marketer connect with you? How did he get your email? How did he get you to click on that button? And then once you did click on that, and then before you click on the button, look at his headline. What made you, out of all the dozens or hundreds of emails that you received, what made you click on that particular one? Was it a line in the email address that caught your attention? Was it a headline in the squeeze page where you put your, just before you put your email address and your name in the little boxes? Was it some of the text that grabbed your attention? Look at the entire process as you're going through. Then click the link. What happens when you click the learn more or buy now button? Where do you go? What is he doing? That, my friend, is the process that I want to teach you. So if you're interested in learning more and actually building an online business, I'm not talking about dabbling with with a $7 course. I'm talking about the real meat of the matter. If you're interested in doing that, you're on this course today, drop me a line in the chat box, and I will get your information. Give me your email address. I'll send you a free course, and we will get started. I will help you build a real online business that will actually make you money using these time-tested principles. What I told you to do, to look at your emails, everybody, it's the same process. Everybody is doing the same process. So that's what we're going to do. Any questions today? I'm going to open the floor for questions. Any questions, concerns, comments, suggestions? What can we do for you today? How can we help you? I'm going to shut up.
Yes, Mr. Taylor, this is Mr. Lantis. I have a few questions for you.
Mr. Lantis, I am excited. It is good to hear from you today. How are you doing? Where are you calling from? Where are you from?
I'm calling from the Houston area, Texas.
Texas.
Got my Texas shirt on.
I see it. You have a big belt buckle too?
No, I haven't got that far. I haven't got the boots or the belt buckle yet.
All right. Well, what's your question today, sir?
I did send you a message concerning this matter, but I might as well give it to everyone today.
Okay.
Okay. So I know what I cannot do.
Okay.
I know what I'm not going to do.
You're 80% better off than most people.
But I don't know how to fix that. Okay. Even as my mentor in this arena for years has tried to show me, I still come to the same spot. And today, I'm in the exact same spot over and over and over, spending $300 times 15 months, blah, 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 blah. So that's where I'm at. So I put in there how much it costs for a couple hours of maybe some counseling or whatever you do to get that worked out. Anyway, I know this. I have to be like the Howard Hughes viewpoint. Get away from everybody, think, and then set systems to do my work that I cannot and will not do.
That's it.
So there I am.
And here's the thing. I want to show you just a little bit about systems, right? You know, everybody talks about making money online, right? I want to make money online. What does that even mean, right? It's like saying in the offline world, I want to make money on Main Street, right? People buy two things in life, whether it's online, offline. Online is just a medium, right? Being online is just like saying I'm on Main Street in my city. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Just came back from sunny, well, it was sunny, but it was freezing cold Woonsocket, Rhode Island. They got a Main Street down there. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, making money online It's just like saying I'm going to make money offline. Well, what does that mean? People buy two things, online or offline. They buy products and they buy services, right? They buy products and services. You want somebody to cut your grass because you don't want to cut it because it's hot down there in Houston, Texas. Some guy's going to come and mow a lawn, right? You
$35 a week.
there you go. You got a cool shirt in Houston, Texas, and a big belt buckle. It's a product, right? You had to buy a product. You had to buy something, right? That's what people buy. They buy products and they buy services. Well, the guy making a big giant Texas belt buckles, right? He's got a belt buckle factory. He's got a machine that stamps out metal stuff. He's got maybe an engraving tool. He got whatever, right? He's got this system. He's got a process. He gets metal in, goes through a process, stamps, whatever it does, whatever. I'm not a belt buckle maker, so but conceptually, right? He puts them out the other end. You can't ask that guy for a cool shirt like you're wearing. He's the belt buckle guy. Don't ask him to create a shirt. Don't ask the belt buckle guy to come over and mow your grass, right? And this is the problem where people get into the weeds with earning a living online. They're too broad. They want to do everything, right? They want to, right? They're gonna build an agency. I'm gonna do SEO for you. I'm gonna build your website. I'm gonna do website design. I'm gonna do photos. I'm gonna market your website. I'm gonna set up your shopping cart for your website. I'm gonna do all this stuff. You can't do everything for everybody. You got as marketers, as people, as business people, we have to start. There's too much garbage on the internet, and what happens with a lot of these programs, it's marketing, right? It's marketing. These people know how to push your hot buttons. They know, hey, I want to get out of the rat race, right? What are the hot buttons in these headlines? I want to get out of the rat race. I want my own business. I want to set my own hours. So they pull people in with an emotional feeling. And that's how people buy emotionally, right? They buy by emotions. But then they get the plan, they get the product, and the product's not sufficient to meet the emotional need they bought into. They want to stop working, but this thing is not sufficient. Well, it might be sufficient for the guy that sold it to them, right? You want a big giant Texas belt buckle that's going to last you for 50 years. I have a belt. It's leather, solid leather, right? I've had it for probably 20 years. I probably should throw it away. It's a little worn, whatever. I got another belt one time. It was cool looking. It was nice, but it was just veneer. It was like it was a picture of leather wrapped around cardboard. It lasted about 6 months, right? And then it started ripping apart, and so if we're going to attain the goals, we got to have a vehicle that can help us attain that goal. So I'm with you. Everybody that's ever trying to make a nickel online has gone through exactly the process you've gone through. So don't feel alone. Don't feel alone, Miss Alanis. You're not alone there in Houston. Everybody on this call, everybody that's ever attempted to do this has bought into a million products, right? Spent hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars. So, but I guess my counsel to you to sum all that up is you have to figure out, one, what is my business? What do I do? And really, you really have to narrow it down and focus on that one thing, right? My business is not to be to drive a forklift and build websites and market websites and build and create belt buckles and do a t-shirt business with, you know, unique logos, you got to boil it down and figure out what is my business. And once you figure out what your business is, and I'm not going to tell you what your business is, you know, what is your passion, right? What is your, you know, you can start with your hobbies and things that you're really interested in. What is your real interest in life? What do you really want to do? Boil it down, boil it down, boil it down. And when you simplify that, simplify it again. Really get it down to what is it that you specifically bring to the table for your customers? What is the thing? If you can answer this question, it will help you go a long way. What is the thing that I bring to the table in my business that no one else can do? I am the only one that can do this. For a lot of marketers online, they are the copywriters. They are the people that write the ad copy for their product. They don't even create the product. A lot of these guys get private label rights products created by somebody else, or they have somebody create it, or they're affiliate marketers. They sell somebody else's product. But what are they really good at doing? They're really good at that emotional hook. They're good copywriters. They can write well. All right. What is it that you bring to the table that nobody else can do? And then after you figure that out, everything else delegate everything else. And I realized at the beginning, right? At the beginning, when we're first starting out, when people are first starting out, most of the time you have more time than money, right? So a lot of times you become the jack of all trades. You're trying to do everything in your business, but I'm gonna introduce you to Fiverr.com. I'm gonna enroll you in a course to this email address that you gave me. And one of the things I'm going to introduce you to is Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. I'll even give you some of the folks in my own Rolodex. Mr. Lance, I can see you, so I can tell you, you probably know what a Rolodex is, but for those that don't know what a Rolodex is, that was one of those things in the 1970s and 1980s. It was like little index cards, and you rolled them. They were on a rolling thing. I'm not gonna just Google it. If you're wondering what a Rolodex is, Google it. It's one of those lost terms. But I'll give you my some of my contacts. But you'll be surprised, you know, if you're struggling with website design, if you're struggling even with ad copy, if you're struggling with whatever, you'll be surprised at Fiverr.com how inexpensive some of these tasks are. You know, I even had a guy, I'm not a good cold caller. I'm going to tell you right up front. I don't like it. Most people don't like it. I'm not really good at it. And I was doing it for one of my business ventures. It was a high-end product, and I was cold calling my potential clients in a business-to-business scenario. I hired a guy in Ireland. The internet has made getting people all over the world very easy, right? Because they can make a voice over IP. It's not, you're not paying $3 a minute for rates now. This guy he's very classy. He had a very distinct, very classy accent. He sent me a list, a spreadsheet after every session. He would send me who he called, if they were, show what interest level they were, and what the contact that he talked to, if he got referred to somebody else. He gave me the whole thing, and I would pay this guy like $15, for a chunk of names. I would send him the names in the script, and he would call them, and he would get back to me. And he followed the script exactly, so I knew he was doing the same thing. He even sent me the calls. He sent me the recorded call, so I knew exactly what he sounded like on the phone. It was fantastic. It's $15. $15. It was and it worked out to maybe less than $1 a call. Less than $1. Like, I would just pick up the phone, do the little sales script, get information, bam. So what I'm saying, I said all that to say, you'll be amazed at what you can get on Fiverr. and delegate the things that are stopping you. That's it. I'll shut up. I talk too much.
I think it was great about the Rolodex program. I remember being in an office in Virginia, and one day this executive come up and he's rolling through my Rolodex, and it has all these cards in there. He's rolling through them, and it was thick, full. He's like, and I walked in, and he goes, "I can't find what I'm looking for in your Rolodex." I'm like, because it's my Rolodex.
Yeah.
The top secret Rolodex. He goes, "Well, I'm looking for Joe Henry's plumbing program, and I'm looking under his name and I don't find it." I says, "Because you got to look under P, plumbing."
Yeah,
There it is.
Or T for toilet. Or
Exactly. Exactly.
So.
All right. Well, I know that a lot of people. I live in Texas, so a lot of people might not understand our language. But Pat, you've convinced me that there's two things I want to buy, and that's a service.
There you go.
I'm white on rice. I'm like white on rice with you. So you got me for let's make it happen. Let's get her done.
All right. Well, you'll be amazed. And you know what? Once you start focusing on your core business, what you do specifically, and delegate all this stuff, because the things that we don't like to do, we put off, right? The things that we don't like to do, we agonize over. I know, because I do the same thing, right? I got to do this. I got to do this. And we look for every excuse not to do it, right? Let me go let me go mow the lawn. Let me go clean my garage. I don't want to do this thing. It's bothering me, right? But that thing might be key to getting our business going, right? That thing might be the key to getting, I got to learn this new software thing. I'm going to tell you, I've been in technology for over 30 years. I know I might not look like I've been in technology for 30 years, but I've been doing this for over 30 years. And I hate new software. My philosophy is the best software is the one you already know. Because I hate learning new stuff. Because what? We want a system, right? I know how to do this. I come in here, I do my job, I hit this button, I hit this button. It turns into muscle memory. You don't even have to think about it after a while. Okay, I want to get into this piece of code, or I want to do this. Bam, bam, bam. I know what I'm doing. I got to learn a new piece of software. I don't know where the buttons are. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the philosophy is, right? I got my mom a Kindle, right? She accidentally deleted the Facebook icon yesterday. I'm trying to do tech support. 30 years, right? 30 years of working with this stuff. I was ready to put my fist through the computer screen yesterday because I'm trying to help her over the phone with her thing. We got it done, but it's frustrating. So, once you delegate all the things that hold you back, you're going to see your business flourish. You're going to see your business take off like a rocket, because all the things that are holding you back, all the things that you hate doing, that standing in your way between you and that goal, right? If you can get them out of the way, if you can use the Fiverr Rolodex, or you can, I'll tell you another thing. I hate graphics. I am not a graphic guy. If I need a flyer, if I need some banner, some internet graphic that looks nice, I'm not the guy to do it, right? I don't have the eye for it. I don't have the talent for it. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the software. I don't have Photoshop. I don't even want to, I was at a company one time and they got Photoshop for everybody. I didn't even let them install it on my computer. I said, I don't even want to learn this program. If I need something in Photoshop, I'm going to go to this guy over here and let the expert. I don't even want to learn it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to know what button to push. I don't even want to know how to open it up. I don't even want it on my computer, right? So that's my 2 cents for today. Figure out what you want to do in business.
So Patrick, I know you got to get going, but I just want to so anyone that can come your way, you can help them fix exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Send them over. And I have a lot of free resources. I'm not trying to gouge everybody. I got free resources. The one thing I do ask, you get a free resource. If I recommend something, you can almost guarantee if I recommend something, a product, in my courses, it's going to be an affiliate link, and I make that up front. So the only thing that I ask for my free courses is that hey, if you're going to buy the thing, and if you already have a program that you know, great, that's no problem. But if you're going to buy it, please buy it through me, because that helps me eat again next week and pay my rent and all that stuff. And you get the information that would cost, a lot of these gurus out there are charging $8,000 a pop. So yeah, if you want to send anybody, I will give them free information, and I'd be happy to help. And they can jump on this call too. We'll get them a link. They can jump on a weekly Saturday call and make it happen for them. Anything else? All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to pop out of here right now. Got to go eat breakfast. Got to go feed Huey. Huey's down here. This is my green screen right here, but Huey's laying on the floor right here, so I got to go feed him and maybe take him out for a walk so he don't poop on the floor. So, gentlemen, you have a great day. It has been a fantastic time. I really appreciate you spending time with me this morning, and we'll be here again next week. Do it again. All righty.